Welcome back.
Okay, then, interesting time with that. I have never had a raid crash my internet before, but that is apparently what happened. Harsh Rivers, thank you for the raid. How are you tonight? Thank you for the follow. Hope you had a good stream. Yes, I suspected you also from Darkest Dungeon. A great time of it. How are you tonight? It's not your fault, Harsh. Raids do not usually crash the internet. It could be you broke the chat curse and it was so powerful, because we have had about 6 hours of streaming time tonight with Crimson, no, not Crimson, with Micro Chapter 14 and Hogwarts Legacy here into Darkest Dungeon. It's all good. Good to see you. How is your stream, Mr. Harsh? Love to see you. Welcome to the best stream on Twitch. One of the best. Yours also one of the best, since you have the commanding presence to rate us here as well. Had little issues there. Good to see you. Welcome, Harsh Rivers, and your viewers as well. See a few raiders there, Crimson Thunder and others. Good to see you, and it's all good. Little frame drop. We'll let that calm down before we relaunch the game. Trying to figure out some inventory issues. Had some good stuff with the Endless Harvest as well, and it's okay. Oh, really? Good stuff. 43 weeks. Yeah, we're about 202 weeks here, 80 hours. Trying to get there, but before the second game comes out on Steam finally next month, that'll be exciting. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the Roost. How'd it go with you tonight? Some league cringe, there, cringe. Looks like.
Full on cringe. Eating here. A hard-boiled egg.
Heroes of New Earth.
In my cringe pants, eating a hard-boiled
myself, egg. But love to see you, Mr. Harsh. We have brand new lurk emote celebrating here this week.
Those you love can destroy you, Jarvan.
Coming up to 1,000 streams here very soon. What character are you playing there? I'm not too familiar with League, but yeah, we do have some brand new cheers, and it is very wonderful to welcome you here.
Mr. Harsh Rivers. Yep, sorry an old clip, but a good time indeed. Lovely to welcome you here tonight. Great to see you.
Alright, well, welcome to your Raiders, welcome to yourself. Pleased to meet you. I am Ace the Sly, current proprietor of the Dragon's Roost. A lovely place to be. Fan of Game of Thrones or medieval fantasy in general. You have found a great place to do some good readings. You are our first chatter here of the end of the week here. I think we had some chatters on Tuesday, technically. But it's been a while. We didn't stream yesterday. I had 2 rehearsals for theater productions. Alright, have fun with your cereal, and yeah, I do appreciate it. You unwind a bit, join us for good fun. We had a good Darkest Dungeon. Love to hear about your experience, what character is your favorite, and we will be naming a character for you right away. Let's get it back started then. Welcome to all viewers of Harsh Rivers, Darkest Dungeon fans, great times in general. Appreciate you breaking our chat curse. We have here the 6-month goal for Diablo 2 Resurrected, some gas money donation goal, some new cheers to enjoy, voice mod activations ready at any time, as well as our champion commands if you're a fan of riddles, Mr. Harsh Rivers. And friends, I'd like to start with the first riddle here
Come to our family.
as we get onward.
You house. Opulent and
Sorry. Too many sounds at once. Can you guess the riddle? Houndmaster, I never tried much originally, but now I just had a really good time with him. Legendary Houndmaster. We lost our original one, the Darkest Dungeon. I think we're back to another one. Love the production. Huge debate about Abomination. Oh, I've used a little Abomination. Yeah, I haven't got him to Legend yet. I'm trying out a few mods because I was having the absolute most miserable time with the base inventory. I had a really good one that made it basically twice as much room. That got removed for whatever reason. Gonna try out the Forsaken, enable Crimson Cord here in a bit. Haven't done that yet. Trying out Dragon Slayer, some longer names. If you like Houndmaster, we may have a Houndmaster for you. Let's take a look. Welcome to Harsh Rivers and friends. Like I mentioned, new cheers here, voice mod activation. Many good times in general. Appreciate the raid. In any case, you broke the chat curse, which is absolutely lovely of you. Good fun with Hogwarts. Micro, if you're a fan of Michael Crichton novels, reading some Shakespeare, other poems and things. For current productions, a melodrama and production of Macbeth right now. Very exciting for that. Highwayman, yeah, definitely a lot of fun. Ranged ability trinkets. Ah, gotcha. Good buffs for that. Gunslinger, yep, absolutely.
Once,
bad.
our estate was the envy of this land.
Let's take a look. Current Houndmaster, yeah, I remember one of them died, but didn't we have another one? Legend. Where the heck did that happen? I think we did lose one to the actual Darkest Dungeon. The only one that got out of the Darkest Dungeon was one of the Flagellants, for whatever reason, but that was the only one that actually survived the first Darkest Dungeon excursion. I mean, the actual, you know, estate battle. Got these extra mercenaries, which are pretty annoying. I don't need that many mercenaries. Oh, why do I have so many mercenaries? We'll figure that out. But, yeah, I do have twins as a Houndmaster. I named twins because, well, there's two characters, I guess. It made more sense for that. The Wind. Well done to Harsh Rivers. That is indeed.
Wind! Wind is the answer!
The first riddle. When you're ready, exclamation riddle 2 to your next one. Good bit of extra fun there for sure. Also have a new gift sub alert added just today for individual gift subs. If you'd like to debut that, you could give Nightbot a sub perhaps. Nightbot is a good contender because I have for the lurk command on him the lurk emote, but since he's not a subscriber, he cannot use the emote. He can use follower emotes, I guess. Yeah, I should have just gave him a follower emote for the lurk emote, but I don't know why I didn't think of that yet. Does Nightbot follow me? Maybe does Nightbot even follow me? Alright, great to see you, Harsh. Great to have a fellow human being in here for a change. Have some good times. Love for you to join our Discord. Check out some of our 1,000 VODs almost on YouTube as well. Exciting times. So yeah, Twins is currently taken. You're talking about Abomination. Would you like to be an Abomination, perhaps? That could be a fun one for Harsh Rivers. If you like that green name, I can give you that Kickstarter font name. Maybe a green shawl here. Do you prefer the tan one, the red one? That's probably my personal favorite, but yeah, Veteran Abomination at the moment. Pretty good balance. Dumont, not the most amazing name for an Abomination, but Harsh Rivers is the exciting one. To enjoy some rivers, some lakes, some streams. It's actually complimenting the rivers tonight in Hogwarts with good water graphics. Hope you enjoying your cereal, whatever variety you got there. Casper Flax. That's a good one for a ghostly type name. In another unique, interesting one I have not heard. Combination, quite. Let's see how this looks though, just to give it a try. We have Blight, but your actual green and chat at least would be closer to the Kickstarter colors, so if you want to give it a try here, see how it looks. That'll be LB up and VPC for Mr. Harsh Rivers, just like that. Does that suit your fancy, good sir? Abomination. Yeah, I guess since you're a Blood River, I mean that's the only Abomination I have right now, so I should enjoy my favorite color scheme for him initially, right? Got some good equipment. Not sure why I didn't give him any charms yet. Probably just don't have any for. Oh, never mind. It's hard to tell, you know, one's actually locked to the character or not. I have a lot of things for Abomination. Probably need the virtue on other characters, not him. Yep, you certainly are. Like to name all Dragon Knights, all chatters you bring in the chat to life. One thing I did forget though, was to relaunch stream avatars. Let's see what you get for your lovely. I remember to launch it, I just didn't connect it apparently. Authorization to Twitchbot. Give me 1 second. We'll get your avatar here very shortly. It's having issues again, of course it is. All these issues. Yeah, it was interesting, just the internet in general, but I'm glad we recovered, came back. Lovely to welcome you. What are your issues with Steam, you silly thing? With stream theme. Yep, so we'll get the next trinket for him. Take a look. Alright, login details. Let me fix this if it doesn't fix itself for whatever reason. Platform login. Channel authorization. Probably have to rescale the resolution again. Is that enough? Channel authorization? No. Bot authorization too. Okay. Check authorizations. Do I need to check that? I hope not. Okay, Mr. Rivers, we have got avatars back. Give me one more chat and we will get you indeed. Good times there. Welcome, by the way.
Welcome, Red Knight.
It's great to see you. Little frame droppy calming down. Yeah, the actual resolution is fine. As soon as you chat again, we will see what the luck of the draw gives you between these Dragon and Dinos, Marvel characters, and Overwatch 2 characters. You'll be getting one of that sort. So yeah, probably don't need Virtue on him, but Stun and Blight would be very helpful. So Protection, Stun and Blight. That is looking good for Harsh Rivers. The Abomination soon to join us. I was almost ready for that next adventure. Let's see if we can get working this time. Let's go into Ruins Exploration. Got the party already ready. So the Arbalest will be kind of a improvisational healer, but it should work. Let's try the best we can for that. Any other champion commands you'd like to try out here, Harsh? We have available for you. Champion 1 and 2, just champion. Great times indeed. What other games you fan? Have you been gaming a long time yourself, or discovering some games lately? Been on Twitch long? I'd love to hear your perspective. And what other types of industries and careers you're in yourself, since I've been applying to all sorts of jobs. Though my real ambition and goal is to be a professional actor at some point. There you go. And let's see your avatar coming to town. Reinhardt, not bad. You got Reinhardt, Harsh. Good stuff. Sliding Reinhardt, but still.
You go, my lad. Oh, oh, my lad. Down, down to Scotland, down, down, down to Scotland, down, down, down to Scotland, down. You go, my lad. Oh, oh, my lad. Goblins squawk, and goblins beat, goblins laugh, and goblins bleat. Banner, hammer, whip, and hammer, go. You go, my lad. Oh, oh, my lad. Below, my lad. Oh, oh, my lad. Down, down to Goblin Town, down, down to Goblin Town, down, down to Goblin Town. You go, my lad, oh, oh, my lad.
Cheers to that, Mr. Harsh, with your lovely Reinhardt. Good fun with the goblins today, actually, in Hogwarts as well. So looks like this inventory mod I got, all it actually does is change the squishing versions of inventory. It doesn't actually give you any more spaces. So I'm going to be absolutely hating this dungeon here very soon, because I'll be out of room right off the get-go. But I'll look for another mod after this level. For now, let's give it a try. That Reinhardt looking cute, even though it's not as well animated as the dragons or the Marvel ones. I think it's still funny to just have some extra character models in general. Perhaps Reinhardt is pretty fitting of your personality. He is a futuristic knight and all, so played a good amount of him in Overwatch 1. Haven't been playing much Overwatch 2. Looking
Pace
good.
out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Yeah, I'll try to get that abomination here very soon for you, but for now, I'm gonna try to deal with this inventory crap, which I absolutely hate. And we're gonna see what happens. Gonna run out of room here for sure, though. Probably right away. Let's see. We got some gold.
Packs laden with
Yeah, one
loot
more spot.
are
That's
often
absolutely
low on
ridiculous.
supplies.
I literally have 2 extra slots right upon loadout. That's just no room for anything, man. I don't like it. I never like inventory issues on any RPG, but especially this game. Probably the most in this game. RPGs where you sell stuff and you actually interact with the gear, that makes more sense, but this one just to collect necessary heirlooms to upgrade the hamlet and all are absolutely maddening. Alright, looking good there. Great to have you tonight, Harsh. We'll keep going for you since the lovely raid. At least a solid 45 minutes. Let's begin.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Good stacks.
Now it must be carried home.
So the Dragon Slayer from the workshop, if you were curious, he's pretty good agility character. He's actually boosted from the training hall, the other speed agility characters. So I have a couple things for extra torchlight beneficiary. So yeah, I do want to keep that above 75. It's annoying if you actually have it at 75, it doesn't give you the boost. It has to be above 75. So 76 at least, but it goes in increments of 15 usually. Is the annoying thing. Alright, let's try out this new utility workaround highway robber.
Another
Grave
one
robber.
falls.
Grave robber. I like the grave robber, just can't keep them alive very much. Here we go.
Be gone, fiend.
Arbalist also interesting. I haven't tried them much, but the more we use a character, the more we'll get used to it. Dragon Slayer looks sweet. I might try the Kraken one next. There's definitely a few characters I want to try, but the Forsworn will be coming with the Crimson Core. That's a good, like, undead character. For other member of the community that I think that'd be fitting for. A few mod runs with all sorts of characters. Yeah, there's some, definitely some outlandish ones too. More like anime ones as well. Yeah. Sorry, I'm used to Dark Dimension from Marvel Strike Force, but yeah, Darkest Dungeon 2 coming to Steam finally. Definitely look forward to that at some point. Might be a while till we can really afford it or such, but definitely look forward to it in the future. So yeah, Lightning Impale builds up with other skills. Can just use it right away.
Back to the pit.
Moves him forward is the thing. That's not too bad.
Another
Just some
abomination.
maggots.
Cleansed
So yeah,
from
this is a
our
level
lands.
3 adventure one. No loot on those guys. But we should be relatively well equipped for 2 champions. Veteran, I also probably should get the portrait for more resolve XP. But since I am a bit rusty and want to just make sure they survive, I just went with straight trinkets. I definitely could have replaced like the dodge stone with the portrait, but that's alright. It's just one ancestor's portrait. If I get 2 of those, it'd be really powerful. But one of them is good enough. Yep, we shall see. The sequel, they look a lot taller, don't they? Just completely different art style almost. It's interesting. And I heard there's like, or I've seen like just a lot of different modes. Like, never really looked into it much, but there seem to be several good improvements. We'll look forward to it. Arbalist versus Marksman. Hopefully audio good balance. Let me know if the mic is loud enough. I can up the limiter. Let me know if the game is good level. Visuals are okay for 540p hopefully. Should be a good time. Don't need that riposte just yet. Let's take care of them.
Annihilated.
Yeah, pretty powerful. Love all those dragon type of themes, you know. Good times to be sure.
Decimated.
That works. Probably don't need that buff yet, but might just give it anyway. It's a relatively good tank, the Crusader, but not the most tanky tank. More like a hybrid tank for other things like that. Pretty good. Okay. Bolus the bones there. That's pretty funny. Good time, late night fun. Yeah, where you from, Harsh? Was about 1 a.m. for you also, or later? Haha. Some friends from New Zealand, all over the world, so it's fun to meet all fellow streamers from all over the place. Lovely to pick the fellow category for your raid tonight, then. Do appreciate you breaking the checkers with yourself. Sorry for the internet issue. That's really the first time that's happened in a long time. Oh, Maine, all the way across the country. Oh, greetings from California. I have met a few people from Maine, but it's basically been a long time. I used to have some good friends, World of Warcraft from there. A little bit. Let's try it out. The glint. That moves him back is the thing. Okay, I didn't realize that moved him back, so that's just if he's in trouble. I guess you should do that, but that was not necessary.
Destroyed.
But now I know, you know. Now we know.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Riposte only lasts for the round, so that'll wear out by the next battle. Not out of room yet, but I am sure it's coming. Let's see if we get the buff on him. This heals, I think. Yeah, so we don't need the healing. Let's do the loot. Like I said, out of fucking gold. I hate having to do this.
The way is lit. The
yeah.
path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Man, I would like abandon the quest just to fix the inventory, but actually I can leave it off now. Figure out a new inventory mod, come back. The one I have now is absolutely useless. So why don't I just leave progress for now? It'll pick right up where I left off. And look in the workshop for an actual inventory mod. Because expansion anti-squish doesn't actually give you any extra space. And I need extra space. Very much so. Alright, we'll take a look then. Inventory once more. I wish they didn't remove that amazing twice the size. That was getting me everything I needed. I loved it. There's got to be something else. Cheat version. Hey, I don't mind if you call it a cheat. 50% more space without any compensation in stack size or cost. You could have made it 100% more, you silly chump. No offense to Chris the Thin Mentos. Goodness, man. 50% more space. Well, it's better than freaking nothing. I don't give a crap you call it a cheat or not. It doesn't actually affect the achievements. And it doesn't make it much easier. It just makes it a lot less annoying. Yeah, let me go and find the one I had before. Which is called, what again? Inventory expansion. Yeah, this one. That did absolutely nothing except change like the icon sizes. So yeah, that is not very good. It might, you know, work with a different inventory mod, but yeah, I don't like that. We don't need that. So a quick restart and we will have all we need for at least 50% more inventory. It's not much. Still 50% more I did not have before. Let's give that a try. Looking good here, Harsh. Good to see you for some late night action. Absolutely lovely. Good fun, to be sure. And a great place to be. Glad you had some fun with a fellow great game. I think you're my first ever raid from Darkest Dungeon itself, so that is exciting to see some fellow enthusiasts. I would hope it'd be pretty popular still, and with the sequel finally coming to Steam, who cares? It was out on Epic Games. We'll consider that the test run for the actual release on Steam, right? So, yeah, I don't care for Epic Games or anything else but Steam and Battle.net for PC, really, so it could be fine, but I haven't tried it. Dragon Knight fun, all looking good. Yeah, I actually got Dragon Knight fun with a game called Spellcasters University. So I actually had the Dragon Knight from that, so it's very exciting to Steam badge. Good times there, Maine, California. Let's try once more for the inventory. I will gladly be called a cheater if it makes me rage less for damn inventory issues. Let me tell you. It's like you're riding a chariot, the dragon chariot with the little Reinhardt sliding along. That is funny. Good stuff, though. See if we have the Hydra transformation. After the hug. See if it works. It does. Nice.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
This mod basically stacks stuff on top of itself like that, but If it adds another freaking layer, yeah, it adds 1/3 layer instead of 4 layers like I had before with the squished down little icon. It's still another layer I didn't have before, so. Alright. We wasted some torches, not a big deal. It's not too big of an area, considering what we have. Traps unavoidable. I like how it is pretty 3D on the ground like that. They did a really nice job making it,
Ancient traps lie in wait.
the actual ground like 3D like that.
Men thirsting for blood.
Still had like the two-dimensional art, but just the floor itself when you're moving forward like that, that is just such an experience. It's like 3D and 2D at the same time. It's really nice. Just that itself makes the game addicting, even if the combat and everything else wasn't that awesome. Alright, this one doesn't let you see icons, which is irritating. So, I wouldn't call it cheating if it makes the game harder, but yeah, I don't think any of those interact, so I guess you can move them. Okay, you can move them if you need to, so that's fine. Just kind of silly, you know, it's like, why can't I? Where'd the holy... Okay, holy water. Oh yeah, there's the 3rd stack down there. It's funny to have 3 stacks now. Okay. I was trying to move that here and that there, but being difficult, apparently. Okay, we're good. Forever changes the hero negatively. He got the worries, more stress. Well, that's the risk you take, Mr. Crusader. I already have all the journals, so that doesn't make any difference. Have most of the journals. I think the shield breaker you continually get more, but that is good for now. 3% drop frame, not looking terrible here. Let's continue on at least a good half hour. Lovely to see you, Mr. Hosh. Glad you have a fun night of it, fellow Darkest Dungeon. Weird to have the rages. Like I saw in the VOD, I actually did watch the last seconds of the VOD. Welcome to the Discord, by the way. Good to see you. I watched the VOD and it ended like just before the raid, so sadly none of the raid actually got caught on stream. It was a nice raid. I could replay it if you want. I hope it doesn't crash it again, but should we replay the raid for you, Harsh? I can replay the alert if you'd like. I don't think stream avatars would have bugged it, even though just dropping bombs like crazy, but I don't think that's why it would have crashed in it. I just need like a Windows update or something, so I did that real quick, but yeah, it was a pretty unusual experience.
A decisive pummeling.
Here we go. Slayer, support obelisk. Script you go, huh? Fire. It's all good, Harsh. You stream a lot on Thursdays usually? Oh, good, man. Or is that like your schedule for these specific type of games? I have a weekly schedule I don't really adhere to too strictly, but genres at least for when I am able to. So welcome to Medieval Fantasy Thursday. Thursday with the lightning bolts. Good times for sure. Lovely to see you anytime, Harsh. Excited to pop on one of your streams when I can. At least drop you that little dragon lurk. Do have nightly sub goal available and new cheers. All the great fun to be had. If you're ready for your next riddle, have a crack at it, my good sir.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Box without menus.
That one's for free.
Yet golden treasure inside is hid.
Obliterated.
Eggs. Eggs it is.
It's a fun one with that. So this one you actually do guard the ally. It's considered a tank too then. It's kind of like a hybrid character. Damage and tanking. But the riposte is good for guard and dodge. Whoops. Should take it some stress. Let's see about that. Bypass stealth or what? Why could you see him in stealth right now? I guess because the group shot? Interesting. Happens to be in the right place for that. I don't know. Okay, get darts, I guess. Love some good old capsule darts like that. Not bad. Not many options here. They're all out of range, so clear a corpse or use that just for protection buff while he's already protected. There's no group attacks on them, so yeah, might as well just clear the corpses, I guess. That's fine. Corpse is on, at least more dynamic and the way it's designed. Like in the Butcher's Circus, you ever played that yet, Harsh? You do actually see the hero corpses, which is interesting. I'm assuming there's no workshop characters in the Butcher's Circuit. Yeah, probably not. I'll get that stun out just because. Finish him off.
Decimated.
With some damage, he took a little hit, so let's heal him up. She's got some bonus healing, that is helpful. She'll be fine.
Annihilated.
There you go. Nice to have room again, even if it's only 50%.
They can be beaten.
I guess the developers, whoever decided to remove the double inventory mod, thought this one is like, oh, it gives you a little bit, it's not too much. I just absolutely need that. Yeah, the circus is cool. The Dragoon has badass animations too. It's that, oh yeah, this one. Yeah, the lightning, the effects, yeah, definitely. Pretty well made. He's a little like, rubbery, but it's, and the clipping there, but that's just because he wasn't professionally made, he was fan made, so pretty good considering that, you know. On to riddle 3 for you, Mr. Harsh. Let's see if you can guess this funny one. What does a man do only once in his lifetime, but women do once a year after they are 29? Okay, on to the next Bone Rebel. Fun stuff we've got here. Glorious and exciting. Most definitely. How about you, Harsh? Been a streamer long, or in some of the interesting industries and careers? Love to hear about all walks of life and things if you'd like to share your perspective and experience living in Lobster Capital, Maine. Oh boy. See some blue lobsters. Those are real, right? Just see the movie The Lobster. That was a pretty weird one. I don't know. Thinking of lobsters all of a sudden. Maine is cool. Quite different than West Coast, East Coast mentalities and such, I imagine, but we're all the same people. Swift strike, stun. Might as well. Stab him with the. That's when he just has a little spear at the beginning. And then he gets this actual regal sword spear. That is nice. Dragon Knight, like I said. Alright, stun him down. Ah, that works. Damn, 1 HP away. Lobsters, moops. Yeah, Pacific. Nice here. Clear him out, come on.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
Fishery fun. Yeah, I'm a little quieter now than usual since it's after hours, but hopefully the mic limiter is a decent amount. With the -9 decibel of the game sound, let me know if any adjustments you'd like. And hopefully you can see the game, everything pretty good. 540p, it is a good game, I feel like, for this graphics, even though I do have excellent gaming computer, but yeah, hopefully you can make out all these details, text and things. Appreciate any feedback anytime, basically. Been a while since we had some solid feedback, so I'm trying to make the most of. Another 1 HP stolen. That's crazy. Oh. Let's do one on that. Should have protected him after all. Let's protect him now, I suppose. Protect the low health one. Be a heroic Dragon Knight. Definitely. Oh, I need to check these percentages. I'm used to doing that more. But lately I forgot.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
That was good. I want to heal, but at the same time I need to finish
Continue
him.
the onslaught. Destroy them.
I get the stun and I might be able to heal. Oh, it's like 80% on that. Goodness. Alright, impaled. Built up a little bit. Let's see. Dragon Lightning. Look at the stun though. Better finish him off so I don't take more damage.
Their formation is broken.
That'll
Maintain the offensive.
A lot of moose there, yeah.
This expedition at least promises
Canadian
success.
mooses. Alright, it's already unlocked, so no need for the key, I believe. Damn, it's hard to select that key. Yeah, it's already unlocked, so let's check it out. Oh, trap. Oh, that's good. Okay, 90% of rooms, we'll get there. Build them up a bit even without the portrait. They're still getting some resolve XP and loot and all, so it's not too bad. I have plenty of holy water, I should probably use some of that. Wrong one. There you go. Hit the food by accident. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll be fine. Moving on. Jeez. To the battle. Oh, that guy.
Crystalline bulk.
You encountered him before, Harsh. This is my third time fighting him. He is a good one for comets, though. Fire at will. He's pretty tanky, nothing too dangerous, but he had some stress. And he stacks to the dungeon levels, so it'll be tougher than the good chair levels for sure. Quite the crystalline abomination we got ourselves. 60% fire resistance, 105% stun resistance. I probably won't bother trying to stun him. I might want to riposte here. Yeah, it's funny, that activates riposte, but so does this, and this moves him back. 16 plus dodge is good, so that's really just to save him, but you also get it for that, and you get a garden, so... Golden Glade is just if he's trying to save himself. I probably should have just disabled that now that I look at it. The buff would have been better here. Oh well. Next time. That's if you're playing more like defensively or something. I don't know. Alright, guard her, I guess. The guard from this arbalist. Ooh. That's a good dodge. Yep, no need to stun. Let's smite him down. He's a big boy, eh, Harsh? Goodness. Harsh times. Harsh guy. Oh yeah, he makes those things. Cure himself. I'll get rid of it quick enough. Let's see, 6 damage. Might want to save that for someone else, I don't know. Ideally, when do a group attack, yeah, that'll be best.
Be gone, fiend.
Definitely. Good heal on that. Critter son. Pummel him full of arrows. Pin cushion him. Build that up a little more. Yeah, he does do more damage against size 2, so being size 2. Like the Hound also, the Hound Master does have that advantage. It doesn't actually say that on the character class, but we know it's inferred, you know. That was a big crit, jeez. I expect that to affect the heroes, it just spawns that. Could use some healing on him, but A lot of stuff.
Back
Nice.
to the pit.
Took care of the crystal with that. Poison again. The light doesn't last long, but it's still effective. Oh. Might as well try for the stun just because I built it up a little bit, so get a little of that extra attacks. Enhanced lightning impales damage since I used other attacks. Building the electricity. Here it is. Not much, but something. We can heal at camp, I suppose. This guy is tough on veteran level, which is more like champion level. Apparently, you're right.
A devastating blow.
Nearly got him. A little bit more. I guess that doesn't damage us. Cure himself. Very funny, aren't you? 2 damage on that. Light apparently was the better move. Let's get that crit down. Bolo works. I want to heal, but we do have the camping supplies at least. For the next room or so.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Let's take care of that. Here's the transfixing. Stressful, but debuff resisted at least. Stun resistance, so yeah, best bet is to smite, I'd say. Yeah, some big resistance, but protection 30%. Dodge and speed. We'll make it happen. It's actually more damage on that, so makes more sense to keep using 1 HP. Yet again, we took a beating from him. Alucard, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Glad you found your way back to the roost. Notice you and other people messaging me off the stream, but you know, I would prefer you always chat here when available, so glad you found your way back without too much guidance. How goes your day? Champion Alucard,
and sundered.
the
Its
blue
particles
dragon,
scattered to the wind.
sigil looking lovely. We're welcoming raid fellow Darkest Dungeoner Harsh Rivers tonight, so thank you for joining him. Chat with your lovely fellow Black Dragon. Memories of the Mill. Let's see here. Killing the Sleeper or the Thing. What? Will award you with unique currency, a memory. Save these fragments up to rebuild the mill in your hamlet and enjoy its bounty. It is good you don't get the food checks, but... Oh. So it said the thing, yeah, that's the thing from the stars. The sleeper or something else. Yeah, that's the first memory I found. Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, good game, not too bad. Yeah, please welcome to the chat Harsh there, Mr. Champion Alucard. Lovely to see you both. Yeah, you fought him before. That's the first ever memory I've got, so that's exciting. Let's move that on over. You can see it. Oh man, this inventory. This inventory is something, alright. We'll need some camping soon. We can hopefully get through the next battle first. Get to your Plague Doctor soon here, Alucard. Looking forward to it. Join us for a good bit, Mr. Alucard. Please welcome Harsh to the chat as well.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Alright, the cabinet we can either smash open or unlock. Seem to be too many obstacles, so save the key, I guess. Damn it, I'm trying to use the shovel. Let me make sure I use the right item. There you go. I think you get less
laden
loot
with
if you do
loot
that, but
are often low on
it
supplies.
technically should be the same amount whether you unlock it or smash it. Iron Maiden, clear out with the herbs. Heirlooms. Yeah, all those curio interactions, eh, Harsh? Indeed, indeed. On to the room battle with Curio. Welcome back to Alucard. Good to see you here at 1:30. We're gonna finish up here the end of this dungeon, most likely. Had yeah, 2 rehearsals yesterday. Alucard. They're fun times. Top supporter Alucard. But you know, I will hold you to it. Help out with some gas money, Beth, since you did offer to a week ago. I will not force you to anything, but if you can, it would be much appreciated, as I just applied to the water district. So many other job applications, but still heard nothing even for like an interview yet, so keep trying. But I just want you to know it would be much appreciated if you can help us out, since yeah, don't get any salary or such from Twitch, as you know. In any case, you are much appreciated. And beloved Alucard, great buddy,
possesses the optimization solution.
The optimizations.
I suppose I can do that much for you.
And there's your
That
character.
is the expected response by my sector. Why exhaust respiratory functions on it?
Yeah, go ahead and give Alucard a follow if you'd like as well. Harsh, he is good buddy, good friend. I love those droids, man. Wasn't that last Wednesday though, Alucard? Alright, well, we'll look forward when you're able to, man. I would appreciate it. Where's that Firebot when I need him? Firebot, wake up. Wake up, we need you, Firebot. Yeah, thanks to the raid again, Harsh. You do have a few lurkers from your stream, I believe. Actually bringing the viewer count to some numbers, that is exciting. I swear that this Firebot comes and goes as it pleases. Oh well, we'll get there. These aren't the droids looking for our actual ant. We had a micro today. Very gory chapter with the ants today. In the book, it was interesting. Yeah, Firebot, I do not understand. Like, it works well, but for some reason it needs to be woken up now, and then it needs to be reset now, and then Twitch Guru works more often, fine. Oh yeah, we have a new emote, by the way, Alucard, since you're using emotes. Go ahead and debut for us, the first Dragon Knight to debut the, oh, you're playing Wolfenstein, one of my I'm gonna get back to that soon. Yeah, that was one of my favorite new series. I'll definitely be back to that in a bit. Good choice there for sure, Alucard. Yeah, go ahead and debut our lurk emote, Alucard, because I've used it a few times. It's time for a Dragon Champion, such as yourself, to use it. Dragon Champion of 11 months, that is. Technically over a year because your last account, but we do have a new lurk emote. Go ahead and behold it in all its greatness. It's here in the Chillstone as well, as you can see by the tip jar there and your name, but we want to see it in the live scene as well. Go ahead and pop in with the lurk emote, Ace the 29 lurk. Get that dragon lurk here, and let's enjoy. Brand new emote, 7th emote. Eventually have a cheer goal for that after we finish these current 3 cheer goals. But we'll get there. Eventually, somehow, someway, we will get there. Let's finish these brigands so we can camp. These guys need some health. Definitely need some health. Good little stabbing there. Blind fire. Kill the small one, I guess. He's too big to get past the size 2 for the accusation range blow. Stun is pretty good, so yeah, smite probably the best bet. They're surprised, so we get extra speed, extra turns. It's good for sure.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The
Audio's a good balance. Let me know if you need adjustments. Just that grape shot on it. I don't want him to get to death's door, so I'm really gonna try to prevent it. Oh boy. Should be enough. That blight will kill him. I hope so. Let's get that heal. Death's Door would not be good to have this early on in the dungeon. We need to get to camp, basically. We have all that extra food, too, so... Light should finish him, but I don't really have any other options. See if this helps.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I don't know, best move for him at the moment. Probably just build that up.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh dear. Yep, that'll be Death's Door. Oh, almost. Okay, not quite. Not quite. Finish him off. Just the Fusilier to deal with. More bandage. Battlefield bandage. Yeah, I can't impale any corpses here. Let's see what the best move is.
Quickens.
Alucard, can you hear me? We have a lurk emote for you to enjoy. Here he comes.
The ground quakes.
Yeah, accuracy and crit, definitely a good thing to reduce there. Beautiful riposte finisher. Killing him, and I am full.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Inventory again. Yes, Alucard, I am ready, Dragon Champion, for you to debut our 7th emote, recently commissioned for a pretty penny. Please be our first actual human being that is not myself to debut it in the Dragon's Roost chat. Ace the 29 lurk. You know where it is. You know how to do it. Let's behold and witness it in all its glory, used by you, a Dragon Knight and Champion of the Roost. We are ready. Time has come. Bring us greatness and let us camp with these guys. Using that holy water, I guess. Alright, good healing. Straight to the camp. Get rid of those debuffs too.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
The Dragon Slayer with his little dragon. Funny is that like same picture for the actual trinket too is the funny thing. Alright, prevent nighttime ambush. This is a good one. Protection and damage. Probably makes sense to do it on the Crusader. Alright. What else we got? Stress. Yeah, she very stressed, so let's try that out, I guess. Oh, I don't need that one, actually. What else do we have here? Heal, pretty good, but stress will be the more dangerous one. That's pretty good. Crusader inspiration. Lurk emote, Alucard, debut it for us. Lurk in the campfire, come on. Alucard, lurk emote. Alucard, lurk emote. Alucard, lurk emote. Let's see it, brother. You can do it. It is yours in the emote tray. Easy access. A simple type, a simple click, double click for our beautiful lurk emote to be debuted by a Dragon Champion and a Dragon Knight. You open the emote tray and you find Ace the Sly and you use the lurk emote. It's a new emote, Alucard. Let me really spell it out for you. Ace the 29 lurk. If you need help for finding what it looks like this. That is what it looks like. Find it in the emote tray, and it will be lovely. There it is, my friend. You can find it. You can do it. Dragon's Roost emotes. Ace the Sly emotes. Lurk included, the Dragon Lurk. Awaits your action, yep. I'm more blonde than you are. I'm actually blonde. I think you're more brunette, aren't you? Not one to assume hair colors, but there it is. Beautiful. Well done. Thank you for that. I'll move that on down. And the loft be higher. Put it by the chat box, top of the chat box, I suppose. And Maloth, our black eye. Well done. Alucard, first debuter ever of the Lurk emote. That deserves some hype in itself. Glad you enjoy. Appreciate it. Lovely to see it. One good turn deserves another. Because of that, Alucard already asking you to debut the Lurk mode. I will go ahead and debut personally for you our newest command here. Thank you, command. If you're ready for that, here it is.
Sajora, I don't know how to say thank you in Dothraki.
There is no word for thank you in Dothraki.
A nice one with that. We also have added tonight Alucard because you used to help us with such the individual gift sub. A singular gift sub will now have a brand new unique alert compared to the multiple gift sub, which is a separate, more custom one. The unique singular gift sub is now a 3-second alert, tailored more specifically to gift sub bestowing, whereas in the multiple gift sub, I believe, is working properly. I'll double check, when next time it's actually used, but I think now we have actual group sub, gift sub, and individual gift sub, each unique, tailored to its own alert now, so pretty sure that is the case. To see Harsh River, thank you for joining the Discord once again. Alucard and Harsh, you both subscribe to YouTube, please. Get close to half 100 for our first 1,000 streams as well, so that will be exciting. Eventually build it up much better than any certain people I know. Looking forward to it. Some people I don't know, disliked. Appreciate you, love you, Alucard. Other great friends, Harsh, lovely to meet you tonight. Appreciate first ever Darkest Dungeon raid. So we definitely use all the encouragement we can get in this game. Had some early chatters for when I first started streaming it who basically only came to chat for this game, but they have since disappeared, so lovely to make your acquaintance. Join us for great adventures, these late night fun. To be sure. We'll finish off this dungeon and get more very soon. We have bosses. The hag is very annoying. Hags and other great bosses, and the estate itself as well. A good bit of Endless Harvest. It's one of those games you can play for absolutely hours and not even get that very far in, so it's definitely a gradual type of wear and tear, slow burn. We'll get there. Hopefully in time, Crimson Core, before the next one comes out Steam, but I might be able to play it around the way in Steam because Swamp Thing can't afford it, so we'll probably have a good bit of extra time to play this original before the second one's out. And we'll do the big goals according to actual, games purchased. We won't be doing it according to games coming out, so naturally, bit by bit, at least we're halfway to the Diablo 2. We'll get back to that at some point as well. I haven't finished yet the first playthrough, so want to get to Nightmare in Hell mode all in hardcore as well, so crazy resistances all, but hardcore is always more exciting. Diablo 3 definitely well done. I have some screenshots from it recently. Whimsydale and other places. We'll get some more Hunt Showdown captures, things like that soon too as well. See, 90% of rooms. I'll avoid the highway battle for now, I guess. I want to get that stress relief, so the traps do help with that. About as well topped off as we can be without skipping over any hunger checks. Don't have any like excess food really, so I want to save that for the hunger checks. And let's progress. Like conscripts yet again. Absolutely. Which one is the big killer here? Probably him. Stress is bad, but health damage would be worse right now. I think so.
Destroyed.
That Dragon Slayer, eh? Alucard with the hype and the lurk. Great fun. Boom, baby.
Blow.
Look at them taking care of business.
Eradicated.
Oh, yes. We're on a roll. Here comes the wine. Avoid the sour wine. Don't need none of that shit. Definitely not. Alright, so the key for the chest. Technically, I have some room,
Triumphant
but...
pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, stack the torches. I guess I have room for that now. Let's take a look for heirlooms with the skeleton key. Freaking inventory, I swear. Why did they have to remove the twice-size inventory mod? Why? Excited to get that memory though. You need like 100 of these or something for the actual district. Or was it 10? It might have been 10. We'll see. Alright, could work my way back there. That's a lot of curio on the board. But, I don't know. Find our way all around. I don't have any room in anyway, so. Out of herbs? No, there's the herbs. Use the herbs. You can only see the advantage on the bottom. Man, people are stupid on inventory. So. Alright, let's see here. The other one that popped out was just weird, so. Okay. Somehow able to stack that because it's onyx. I don't know if I have the room for the other curio. It's like, should I complete the objective? Should I go that extra plate? I don't know the best move here.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
No obstacles in the
and
map,
purpose is made
so
clear.
that's kind of nice, I guess. Save the keys.
Glittering
Oh,
gold,
we ran out of room
trinkets
again.
and baubles.
It was so
Paid
fucking
for in
nice to
blood.
never run out of room with the twice inventory size. I took it for granted for the short amount of time we did have it, but it's been removed completely. It's such a shame, you know? Why did they have to make it so hard? Why? Anyway, we need bust in any case. How many bandages is that, actually? Is that just one bandage? Yeah. One bandage, so 3 busts. I guess we'll make that work. It's just gosh dang annoying, you know? Yes, Alucard, the dragon lurk, the most powerful of all lurks I have seen. Inventory stuff in RPG Alucard, absolutely terrible, but this game especially because you don't actually like sell anything, you just take it back to the hamlet. Why did they remove the twice inventory size? This one is 50% more, so it's a little bit more, but it's still not nearly enough. It is not enough. With all these, yeah, crystal comet things and the rest. Don't understand why they have to make it so hard just to enjoy the basic things of the game. Move forward with. My goodness. At least not all of them are lootables, so we'll actually have a chance here. Another debuff. And let's see. Well, so it goes. Yeah, I would definitely like that twice inventory room back, but I'm glad at least for the 50%. Without 50%, this entire bottom rung here would be impossible. It's freaking insane. All these mods. Alright. Good to go, champion a la carte. Ready for that. Good times. Most definitely. On we go. Great to see ya. On we go. Another bookshelf. Almost nothing positive from those. Here we have loot, I believe. Holy water for loot, right? Perfect for the holy water. What the fuck is this inventory bullshit, man? I don't understand. Why did you have to design such a shitty inventory system? Red hook, more like dead hook. If it wasn't for that, it'd be an absolutely wonderful game. Everything in the game I could take, I could understand is brutal. I can understand that. I can appreciate that. The inventory, I cannot. Fucking awful. Absolutely atrocious inventory system. Don't need the common trinket. Jade is only worth 375. Need before greed. Wait, trinket, not the torch, yeah. Trinket, not the torch. Trinket. Okay. Actually, I should probably do the anti-venom or something. There's not even any blight here in the ruins, but it's common. Who cares? Don't need your damn killing incense, Mr. Cultist. Holy smokes. Okay. Looking good enough. Mr. Alucard. On we go. That'll be just fine. Ah, we finished it. Alright, well, I would go for the extra curio. Probably don't need to. In the interest of time, I guess we'll end it there, because... yeah, let's just end it there, so I will get the extra curio. Because we have plenty of time next time. We could just... I mean, I get some exports and such anyway, so I might as well. Go to the Chillstone. Finish out these last things in town. Got early morning, so we'll see. Altar of Light. I think, yeah, the holy water, but I just want to confirm. Yeah, it's a buff, so don't need the buff. It's more powerful buff if you use the holy water. Don't need the battle for loot, whatever the heck loot they would have. We can easily defeat them is the thing, but... at that point, I might as well explore everything on the map. It's not worth it. It's not worth the extra. Just because it's on the map, I'll go for it, but...
In
we have
Radiance,
everything
may
we
we
need.
find victory.
We didn't have the portrait for extra XP, but it wouldn't matter if you looted the entire dungeon or not at that point anyway. Get the portrait for next time. I just didn't think about it. We'll think about it next time we do a boss. We don't need the portrait, but do these regular exploration, we might as well. Alright, good for now. Ruby's last thing here. For torches, I guess. And we are good. Yes.
The shifted corridors and sloped
That's a pretty
walls
good
of
one
our
for
ancestry
grave
are
robbers,
beginning
so-
to feel familiar.
Put that on right away, perhaps. decent collection with that memory, high strangeness, and indelible scar on the psyche. Like Sunless Sea, definitely a memory of the secrets and memories. Sunless Sea. That's very similar there. Alrighty. No gambling, armor upgrade, and move resist. 1 hero per roster again. We have the debuff 1 hero per roster, the bypass stealth 1 hero per roster, and now the move resistance 1 hero per roster. Interesting. That's actually real helpful for certain bosses, like the one in the Darkest Dungeon, the Estate. They move you constantly, so maybe it will resist for that. Oh, a pig on a spittle, let's see.
Farms as yet untouched by the spreading calamity.
Even made mincemeat out of the thing from the stars. Absolutely harsh. Not too bad, brother. Thank you for the good encouragement. Much appreciated.
Sajor, I don't know how to say thank you in Dothraki.
There is no word for thank you in Dothraki.
If only we had more of you people like you, maybe you'd be a great example, an excellent inspiration to many Dragon Knights and champions all over, to actually comment on the game. You're one of the first people to actually comment on the game, I think, in months now, Harsh. On the actual adventure at hand. Yeah, we do a lot of readings and such too. Lovecraft every Tuesday if you're interested in that style. Novels otherwise, and theater plays, theater productions. But, yes, it is lovely to have you. Active chatter Harsh from your raid. Fellow streaming brother, thank you for the solid encouragement and the great fun. Now Firebot works. It was like working earlier, but it was just being tricky. Good to see you both. Great times to be had. What about the pigs? Let's see. Bumper crop for nearby farmers have banded together, increasing security in an effort to protect the healthy livestock and crops upon which the hamlet depends. Supply costs nothing and provisions cost nothing. Ah, so like that negative one where I had less from the shipment crashing. I don't know if that one was permanent or not, but in any case, this one, you can buy literally everything the next supply, so that's one I haven't really got since the beginning. Where I week 103, so you remember, Harsh? Been like 2 years in in-game time, and still have only got like half the stuff done. There's a whole lot more bosses and Darkest Dungeon and the roster itself. Now that Dragon Slayer is included in that, it's a little bit more. Finishing it off though. We'll get there. These guys returned from their quests. They were missing, so they came back. But they are still afflicted. You need to actually put the mercenaries in treatment. See, it doesn't seem to be much point to that because you can just get new ones. I don't understand mercenary. Ooh, a mercenary dragon slayer. Interesting. Playability, their ease, even as someone as deep in as you. I mean, yeah, 80 hours is a good amount for just the first freaking save slot. Almost half the achievements. But yeah, 80 hours. I don't know if you can actually see the stats behind the Dragon Champion goal. 83 hours total. 8 hours past 2 weeks. Yeah, and actually the lowest possible difficulty. This is Radiant, and it's still so punishing. I'm considering these guys. Definitely the Vestal. Definitely need support for them. Shit. Alright, let me get rid of the Flagellant, I guess. I need more support in any case, so.
Another soul battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
That's enough tank, decent damage, some more support. Plague Doctor technically have support, but I definitely need that. Oh, see the legendary Dragon Slayer stuff, that's pretty good. fancy. Just the different colors. Yeah, it doesn't actually affect him too much. Just added other ones. Yeah, that's it for the stagecoach. Eventually come back to them, and yeah, just silly to me that you have to treat them even though they're mercenaries. It's just silly to me. I just feel like they should be like reset from after death or something, because it's endless mode anyway, you know. Anyway, I don't have enough new ones to replace them. I guess I could replace the leper man-at-arms. It might be easier to do that than actually treat them. Oh my goodness. The annoying thing is the ones for that endless mode harsh. Things like you can only use it once per battle. The battle would count for literally like 2 of the waves and entire levels. Unlike the actual battles would be per the battle, like in regular dungeons. So it's very specific and different for those endless harvest maps. And I actually got to the middle last time. I expected not to, but I did. I don't know if I should replace anyone. Oh my goodness. They're pretty frustrating. Let me try this for now. Maybe regret it, but worth a try.
This one has become vestigial. Useless.
He was a good character, but I mean... yeah, probably don't need a jester right now. Much as I love the jester. Finale is 1 per battle, so... he's less powerful.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
You can only have yeah, the max of 6 for these, so they don't contribute to the regular roster size, but yeah, just 6 mercenaries, so we'll figure that out. Alright, well, I would like to keep going, but because it's 2 a.m. nightly sub goal is not met, I want to try to get an early morning of it, stream in the evening for sure, do some other desert excursions in the morning daytime, listen to some Hobbit fun. I guess we should call it there for now, but do appreciate the raid, Harsh. Bring in the viewer count to actual something is nice as well. I don't know how many of these are actual people, but I appreciate human lurkers. You and Alucard, of course, active in the chat. Lovely to see you both. For great fun and great times tonight. Most definitely. Haha. Very lovely. We'll figure out the next dungeon here soon, but yeah. Alright. As well, Harsh. Yeah, anytime. Do our best to promote the positivity and great times.
Rules! We got some rules around here.
Yes, much love, Harsh. I try best to be friendly, positive, and viewer in the Twitch community 8 years, but start streaming eventually had 2 years now with that little TwitchCon glitch and all. Yeah, Tuesday night, good fun for that, and co-op some Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia, Hunt Showdown, Pacify, anything like that you like to play, it's definitely an option. It's the freaking farmer. I haven't seen that in so long. I forgot that. Yeah, it's also interesting to have unique things like the party. It calls it things like unique names, like one of them was Bloody Murder, the other was Thieves Falling, something like that. There's some interesting ones for sure. Alucard, you want another dungeon? I'm always happy to do as the crowd demands, but if you guys are fine to save some for later. Ooh, that's a nice bracer. The hag has been absolutely ridiculous, Harsh. Have you fought the hag yet? I've been defeated from her twice now, ran away from her twice now. You need really high damage to deal with that cauldron and to do enough damage to her. So I'm thinking a good marking with the highwayman or like a, you don't mind. All right, Harsh, if you'd like to stay for one more dungeon, we can make that happen. We can either do a boss here with a legendary team or send these guys into another medium level, in which case I'll definitely take the portrait. These guys are looking pretty good for another. Let me replace maybe the damage stone with luck. That's funny. No, the portrait here at the top will give some extra resolve XP, so the Cthulhu, I played Call of Cthulhu, reminds me of that or something. Also reminds me of the Scream or something like that. I should probably put this on someone, but if they all die, you don't keep it, is the thing. Add some stress, but it is good for resolve XP. The Swine Prince, yeah, that was good with little Wilbur. We're at the Swine God after the Swine King, it just keeps going, and the same for the Siren. It just keeps like upgrading them basically, and the Necromancer Lord. It's funny, it's like just different versions, more upgraded, more dangerous than the last one, right? Siren and the Prophet, oh yeah, the Prophet also, he guess went between the Necromancer and the Prophet or something like that. They are pretty crazy, just those unique obstacles, and I guess we haven't got to the Darkest Dungeon yet, but this one is actually pretty similar to the Shambler. I won't really spoil anything too much for you, but... Oh, Carissa. Well, it's a good thing we decided to stay for another dungeon. Carissa with the late night main show raid. That is 2 raids tonight. Hopefully this one doesn't crash my internet. Welcome Raiders. Carissa raiding me previously Marvel Strike Force stream on mobile. This time you playing some Rust, playing some RuneScape. Aha, some good Rust indeed. Love to see you, Carissa. Welcome Raiders. I am Ace the Sly, proprietor of the Dragon's Roost currently. Welcome to you all.
Welcome, Red Knight.
Welcome back, Carissa.
Welcome back.
So we get another funny old Rust clip or such from you. Playing some Darkest Dungeon at the moment. Carissa, you do currently have a Hellion in our midst. Last
He's
time.
gonna try and go up to get my gun.
Is that Battlefield? What is that? What happened? That was cool. Hey Chipper, welcome back. Good to see you as well from the mobile stream here. It's a live show. Welcome to all Raiders and all good people. Chris says the good-looking Hellion. Here at the main show, we do have a few more fun tools and things than we did have for the mobile stream, Marvel Strike Force. Chipper looking good with your War Machine. Carissa, I believe, has Returning Chatter. Nice to say that. Raider from there, yeah. Didn't Chris also have War Machine? Where that War Machine at? Yeah, Chris here as the Hellion. Alucard with the Dragon Order. Welcome the raid. Do appreciate it. Yes, a lovely Carissa raid. Much appreciated there. The second raid here in the last Easter week. From you, Carissa. Great to see you. Welcome back, friends. And welcome to first-time viewers. Second raid after Darkest Dungeon fellow one from Harsh Rivers here. 6 months in for our current cheer goal. But there is hope to eventually finish that. Had a good reading today with Micro Chapter 14. A couple hours of Hogwarts Legacy. Currently at somewhere 6-7 hours after restream and Darkest Dungeon. It is 2 a.m., but we'll keep it going at least another hour for all of you guys. Thank you for welcoming them in Alucard. How have you been there, everybody? I guess, Chris, your avatar did not show up because you did the emote? I don't understand that. It seems like the emote should also trigger the avatar. But I believe you also had War Machine, same as Chipper there. Chipper. Great to see you both. Yep, there's the chicken. Where's your avatar? I don't understand. It must be here somewhere. Oh. Yeah, both of you have War Machine. Would you like to be Iron Man instead, Carissa? You can both be War Machine if you like, but Iron Man might be more interesting. Variety. Or you could be someone like Magneto. That could be cool. Let's see if it'll let me change it. Magneto. Deadpool. Oh yeah, a lot of these are actually disabled, that's why. I disabled a ton of these. Alright, I'll find a good one. Diva might be good. Where the heck are the avatars? Anyway, lovely, lovely to see you. We will get here in just a moment to Darkest Dungeon. Why doesn't it let me change these? Oh, there you go. Maybe I was looking at the wrong one. I don't know. Yeah, would you like to be Diva, Carissa? That's a pretty good one. Could be our first Diva if you'd like. A little mech there. Looking good. Fitting for your pink name and such. Fantastic to have you here. If you'd like guys to get a riddle, we have Chipper and Carissa, a riddle for you. And we will continue. Good adventures. Enjoying our newest lurk emote added this week. You can actually see it. Like the mobile stream, you can really see it. A fun riddle there, and onward we go. Welcome to the Raiders, and thank you, Carissa, for thinking of me yet again. I saw your stream on Discord. I was hoping you had a good one. Seeing you playing that good RuneScape lately definitely brought back some memories, and Rust looks like a good time as well. Thank you again.
Sir Jorah, I don't know how to say thank you in Dothraki.
There is no word for thank you in Dothraki.
Nightly sub goal open for whiskey shot counter. And new cheers available for that 6-month running Diablo 2 goal. Krista Killyjoys as a legendary Hellion. We shall enjoy some boss battles. We could right now. Okay, so yet again. Yet again. Were you taking some stream element edibles or such here, Carissa? You are too funny, my friend. The devil's lettuce again strikes again. I could read you my most recent log from my experience with such. Basically swearing off the stuff, but yeah, I don't do it. More power for you if you're able to safely and healthily enjoy it psychologically. For me, it just completely amplifies everything negative. I don't need to elaborate too much, but it's all good, Chris. I appreciate being here. Your diva looking lovely. We had someone as Venom, I think, lately, but Chippa looking good as War Machine. Marsh looking... Yes! The Socrates one. Good choice, Chipper. Good choice.
All men's souls are immortal. But the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. Once a faithless man, Theseus gave his life to save mankind and earned a place amongst the gods.
Those are my bits, Carissa. Much appreciated, Chipper. Our first cheer of April 2023. We'll get to you the monthly leaderboard, likely tomorrow evening, thanks to you. Hogwarts, playing that myself tonight, Chipper. Have a Slytherin and primarily a Hufflepuff. Female Slytherin, male Hufflepuff. Grew up with Harry Potter. Did you hear about the Harry Potter series? They're gonna make a 10-year production. Like a year, 10 episodes or something for each series. It's gonna expand way more on the books or something. Is that actually official or something? No, I heard about that today, and I commented, I was like, why make a good series? And people say, well, because of the books, they skipped a lot. But much appreciated there, Chipper, for our first cheer of April, and I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy that Socrates quote. That's from the movie Immortals 2011. One of my favorite movies, seen about over 30 times. We also have battle scenes from that as well. I believe, Gods versus Titans, 20 through 24 bits. Those have not been debuted yet, so if you want to see some battle scenes, that's a logical next step. But much appreciated, Chipper, for the raid, joining Carissa. Good friends, like your snowflake icon before. I've seen that a couple places. Charity 2018. Complimenting of my palm tree. TwitchCon. Chris, I hope I answered your question okay. Here's another riddle you guys might enjoy. I guess we'll do exploration for now. I want to get to a boss though, because you guys are making it so exciting, but bosses are scary. What can I say?
What does a man do only
on
once
for at least
in his
another
lifetime,
hour, so
but
we're
women
good.
do once a year after they are 29?
Yeah, we'll be good here because we're on for another hour. Could put the Martyr's Sigil on, but I think... Oh yeah, she doesn't need move resistance anymore because she got even more. Well, actually it stacks, but... Still, I feel like that's powerful in itself. Should we just give her the max HP? This thing is really good even if you don't... Oh wait, I have that too though. I just switched for that one I didn't even realize I had. Alright, we're in good shape now, I think. Yeah, rares are very rare on everybody. Ancestral. Uncommon. Let's just get started for the same party as last round. Here for Exterminate, 100% of room battles. It's a long one, but because we have the Ancestor's Portrait, that should be significantly better for his XP. Get him at least to champion, close to legend. Yeah, Slip is about to be legend after this one. He's one away from legend for our first legendary Arbalest, so we can't lose the Arbalest now. We need that just for the roster goals, so Dragon Slayer on the way. Arbalest getting that for sure. Could make an easier one for him, but should be alright. Just a long veteran, and we get free supplies because of the recent Crier. Looking good. Appreciate you, Chris. Much appreciated for the cheer there. Chipper and Chris, you have just got a whole nother % for the 6-month Diablo 2 bit goal. Much love for that. Hopefully I answered your question about bits okay, Chris. There's just a lot of unique cheers, basically. You have a chicken? Well, I've got a dragon. I like your emotes as well, Chris. I think I've seen them a tad bit. Much love, lovely to have you back. We'll get to more Marvel fun now, Marvel Strike Force. If you'd like to tell us a bit about your sponsorship for that, I am curious to learn how that came about. Let us begin. Exterminate the skeletons. Exterminate with free supplies. Yeah. Except those, of course, but yeah, I'll definitely take the max. Oh shit, I ran out of room. Even with the 50% expanded inventory. Well, I hopefully won't need that many torches. Probably don't need 8 shovels. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't need 9 shovels. Alright, some of these are single stacks like the bandages. Yeah. 32 torches should be enough for a long dungeon. Let's start with that, shall we? That's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'll just use the singular bandages, singular holy water, whatever the heck is behind the portraits there. Mods in this game are interesting, Chris. Have you ever played this? Are you excited for the second one, or do you play on Epic Games at all? Lovely to hear about it. Alucard, Harsh, Chippa, and Carissa. Let's begin. You have celebrated good hype this late night, Thursday. The chat went from absolutely dead in 5 hours to popping thanks to you guys, so thank you for bringing it to life. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for celebrating another good day. The Adventures of the Roost. Socrates quote really brought it to life, really made it the best. Really validated the stream. Fun times on YouTube. Please subscribe, by the way. Trying to get to close to half 100 subscribers for our first 1,000 VODs and 1,000 videos. Good time. Onward we go.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
We'll get to your legendary Hellion here soon, Carissa. Probably for a boss, I'll be sending her back in. She's one of the most powerful ones. Instead of using the Devil's Hairpin, she got Heaven's Hairpin, which is definitely a better rare trinket, because I keep the torch higher. The Devil one's being for no torch, snuffing out the torch. Heaven's one being for bright torch, like I do have for the Cartographer's Camp, and other benefits, so absolutely fantastic. You are all looking great tonight. Here we go. Step by step. Give loot. That's a good one too. Give the loot. Yes, ma'am. Great new friend though, Carissa. Let's get another shout out, shall we? For returning chatter, Carissa.
Well, then someone needs to get in, bro.
Oh. The same one again.
Go up.
The same one. That's a good clip.
Up. Go on. Down, bro.
It's a good clip. What can I say?
Go up, bro.
That painting on the wall I didn't notice last time. That's the stuff of nightmares. That's scarier than anything we see in this game. Okay, here we go.
The ground quakes.
It really is. I'm gonna have a nightmare of that painting. Did somebody make that in your base or something? I've had similar experiences like Gary's mod back in the day, played the RP servers. I'm sure Rust isn't too different from that, so.
Another abomination
Holy.
cleansed from our lands.
That's a good clip, yeah, second time we've seen that clip. Oh, the dodge, 80%, man. Doing Mo dirty.
The horror.
The horror, the horror. That'd be another cheer to add. I have so many ideas for cheers, I just have all these undebuted ones. I can't be adding all these new cheers when they're undebuted. Okay, Latinum. Oh, she's the only one that doesn't need Latinum. Bola then. Bola Rapid like the Demon Hunter. Platinum for Grave Robber though. We'll save some stress. It's not that much stress honestly, but it is 9 stress. I'll probably take it for them too. Why not? Have a dagger, you slavering ghoul, you. Holy Smite also available to celebrate Chris and friends. Shall we get some? Yeah, I think you might like Akari, Carissa. Ready for Akari? Coming at you now.
Mr. Carissa. Mrs. Carissa.
Cheers. Lovely to see you back tonight. Hope you're doing well. Onwards and upwards, my friend.
Good fun there. Little Akari. Similar voices though. Alright, slay the ghoul. That a blight, but we need to tickle him just a little bit more. The maggot is a twitching maggot. He's twitching. He's a twitching maggot. He's just twitching, not streaming. It's okay.
The bigger the beast.
There you go.
The greater the glory.
That's good stuff.
Back to the pit.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Come on now, inventory bastards. You can't take Latinum out of combat? What? Okay, I thought it was an inventory bug. Because I took the holy water though, it's fine. Yeah, no need for that extra stress. I have the Latinum, might as well use it. It's not amnesia, but it'll do the trick. Okay, should I loot that or not? Probably not. I have no room because of the supplies. Even with the extra inventory bar, I have no room. 50% boost of inventory, it's still not enough. Here we go. times though. Oh shit, friends. Aren't you all partying around? Okay, goblets or axe? I don't know, take your pick. Definitely a good bit of fun. Appreciate you, Carissa and friends. What can we get to here? I'd love to chat with you about the game anyway. By the way, anyone interested? Any questions, any comments? Always glad to discuss. Many adventures, many good things. Lovely, great place to be. What's the best move here? Get the one in stealth. Not bypassing the stealth. Good enough, though.
Destroyed.
Chop off the courtier's head. Oh, noble. Not too noble. Not the most. There you go. Melee around Alucard. That's one I'm gonna be redeeming for you, man. That's one I'll be refunding your points with, because this is a game. Well, I could try to do melee only. It does not actually apply to. Thank you anyway, though, Alucard. Okay. He's guarding him. Yeah. Sneaky Alucard from New Zealand. Aren't you a funny one? Greetings to Alucard Knight, Mr. Alucard Tardis, a longtime champion and supporter. Welcome back to the Roost, my friend. Great to see you, as always.
You've got nothing but insults, have you? A tired little...
It's great times. Hope Grim is doing well as well. Did come by for our most recent mobile streams last weekend. Saw some good sunset views. Lovely stuff. Man, it sucks when everyone's out of range like that.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
There we go. Something or other. Didn't put the other one on her. I probably should have. A new trinket we got from the last dungeon. Glad to hear it, Grim. Okay, got to hear it about Grim. Oh dear.
The blood quickens.
Damn, she got stressed out from something. Okay. Oh. Oh, that was that.
Annihilated.
Finish him off, might as well. 3 little bodies. In my path to the noble. Good knife in the dock. Okay, let's stab in the dock. Wasn't that other chapter? Hello, Tiara, knife in the dock. Light will finish him off. If you have any extra healing. Now is the time. I actually don't have healing. Crusader for change, just have the tank. But I'm gonna try to get the healing if I can on a turn order by default, but it's alright. Doesn't matter. There we go. She can heal herself. That'll be better sequence. That was worth it, I'd say. Let's see what that does.
Inspiration.
Uses per battle, right? So it'll reset for the next battle. Yeah. Better shit. We are completely stocked for that. Well, I guess I could camp now. It's kind of early to camp, but at least it'll clear up another slot. Goodness. I hope I don't need to camp later and actually like have stress and have injury, but yeah, because she's stressed out, I guess it's a good excuse. Let's camp, I guess. Use some
Huddled
food.
together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
I do not have any freaking room, man. I I wish, yeah, there was respite points to get more inventory space. Alright, definitely need the rubies, so... I do have a lot of holy water, so... Holy water party? No, we can't drink it. Can't switch characters. Why can't you switch characters? Ah, Q and E. Yes, Q and E. Good. There we go. Alright, now I only waste one holy water. I get the rubies. And I forgo those two, I guess. They're already maxed out, so I can't eat the food. Could get rid of the bandage. I have 12 bandages. Alright, onyx for the bandage, 250 gold down the drain. Come on. There you go. Alright, that'll work. Gold, holy water, and bandages. Not the worst. Now we prevent the ambush. Get my dynamic duo. On whoever, I don't think it matters too much. Did you see that one? They snuck in that funny dialogue. Oh my goodness. That was a good one. Okay. Good one to the creator of that. I might add him as a friend just for that one. Alright, Theo dressing, yeah, probably deal with stress here. That one is for self, yeah, this one is good. That's the best bang for our buck there, definitely. Alright, good to go. Not bad. Appreciate it yet again, Carissa, Alucard. Refund those points when I can. It's not the easiest thing to refund points, but I'm sure you have a good amount stored up right now. Anyway, I could do some polls or other things soon too, but also do a boss battle if we have enough active chatter. Boss battle for the actual avatar bosses are interesting. Yeah, we're back to 5 even after Chris's lovely 14, so yeah, 5 from Harsh, 14 should be about 20 active viewers. We're actually at 5 according to analytics. These actual lurkers or such, but robots and the rest do appreciate. Always glad to be transparent and interesting and considerate, but we're good to go. Good couple raids tonight. Good friends that keep bringing the chat to life. And our first cheer of the month. Very exciting. Okie dokie. Sarcophagus, I'm gonna have to come back to. Yeah, all this dang curio I have absolutely no room for. I mean, I like to get the treasures, not big of a deal, but all the books from Ode. Let's see, that's positive at least. Musical Dean. That's just for the jester. Kind of silly one. Good buff on that one, believe. Yeah, let's get a buff. Why not double buff? There you go. 30% damage till camp. That's good stuff. She has some heavy hits now. All the more powerful. It's usually better to stack than to distribute around each hero. I mean, it doesn't hurt to do that, but sometimes better just to put all your cards in one, you know? And a torch. Yep, no shambler for me this
Wealth
round.
beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Had the chance to. The collector has been more annoying, but he's actually pretty easy, and when you're prepared for him, the shambler will wreck your stuff if you're not really prepared for him. Yeah, I hope we're well equipped for this. Grave robber punching above her weight, but she'll be fine. It says it's level 3, early feels more like it's level 5. 100% of room battles. Let's see what is needed. Absolutely. On we go. Down, down to Goblin Town. There's a seat. I knew it was gonna be a shambler. Ask and you shall receive. It always looks brighter red than the last time. Yeah, no thanks. I'm a removed temptation from my path. I'm good on that for now. Absolutely good on that for now. Alright, what else we got for this? Another buff. Let's do even more for her. Stacked Arbalist, why not? Now she'll have plus 60% damage till camp. That is quite impressive to get 2 of those in a row. Here's the big boy. We'll take care of him. Oh, I forgot to reposition him all this time. Whoopsie. That was a mistake. Be alright. Big stun resistance, bleed resistance, extreme on that guy. But that's okay.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Alright, blind fire. I might kill him, I might sort of... I don't really know the best movement. She has a lot of damage buffs, so I might as well use something that's damaging.
Decimated.
Yep, I had a feeling it would get him. Even though it's technically random, but... Ooh. A little riposte is nice. That does look pretty good, yeah. Pretty good for a fan-made character. There you go. Frame drop looking good. We're stable and steady. I hope so. Yeah, should get that steady damage for sure. Another one, I guess. I didn't need to move him, but I'll definitely move him after this battle. Ouch.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Heal him a bit now. Knock him on the head. Knock, knock. Anybody home? We got a blight here, so. Alright. Try to hit him, but no guarantee.
Yeah. A victory.
It's called blind fire for a reason. Yep, she's got the toxin trickery back. That is good to see. Some of that. And one more of these. Oh well. Try to get the heal in, actually.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Good dodge. No extra damage. Yeah, she does have extra healing. Accuracy and critical is nice too. Go for that crit. Yeah.
Continue the onslaught.
There you have it.
Destroy them all.
What this mojo herbs here? Alucard, you got some herbs. Speaking of Carissa's herbs, these are poison herbs. Light skill chance, a lot less max HP, but still good for the Plague Doctor. It's uncommon, I've never seen it before, but I would rather get the bus. Should I camp again already? Could use some torches. Yeah, I don't need that many torches. Alright, got the bus. 4 food, I can top him off. If it lets me, there you go. Everyone else full. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that, I guess. It'd be nice to have at some point. Ah. What's this? 1 solitary food. Onyx. Got traded. Inventory. Yeah, whoever removed the double inventory mod, you got a a special rebuttal coming your way. I'm just kidding, but I am not gonna thank you for it. Alright then. Good enough, I guess. On we go. It was just so nice to actually have inventory room, and they stole it from me. Okay. Bookshelf again, Mr. Moog. Plenty of traps, at least we see them coming this time. Where's our next? Damn, that's the entire dungeon mapped out. That doesn't usually happen. So yeah, 3 more room. Oh wait, do we clear those out? It'd be nice if it actually showed it cleared out or not. Until you actually loot it though. That's irritating. I don't think I did that one, so we will have to do that one. We'll have to do this one too. I guess we'll start with that one. 100% of room battles, so no way around it. Alright, 80%, 80%, 100%. But she has more stress, so that's fine. Is this a loot primarily? Yeah, let me come back to that. Another trap. Oh, not enough that time.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
You take the risk, yeah, you're likely to.
The way is lit, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Goes. Come on. Back in proper position. Actually do some stuff. Good times. Some debuff. Accuracy, she'll still be stressed, but she'll survive. Good enough. Black wine. Resistance.
Slowly,
fine.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
We'll get him here. Looking good. For sure. Definitely. Alright, build it up a little more. Finish him off, please. Yes.
As the fiend falls,
yes.
A faint hope blossoms.
That's good stuff.
Yes, my lord.
Oh dear. Just a good shot.
Their formation is broken.
He's a minimum
Maintain
threat, so
offensive.
we could heal. Now's the time. Get with the stealth. Where do you get that stealth from? So, yeah, I shouldn't take much damage with all that protection. Don't need to cure anything, so that could be a waste for the battle. Try not to kill him, but try to get one heal in. Yeah, here we go. Heal herself. That works. Good enough.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And spoils of war yet again. More than I can carry. 50% extra room. No. Why didn't that guy just make twice? Why did they remove the twice? I don't understand. It's just not enough. I guess I don't need 2 freaking stacks of anti-venom in the ruins where there's not even where there's not even monsters, but you know, it's nice to have it. It's not even poisonous monsters, but Oh dear. Not many bleeding monsters anyway, but that's just because it's lower level, I feel like. I don't know. Anyway, just some gold. Anti-venom. Come back to the box. Come back to a lot of curio in this one. Oh yeah. Where are we at? Up here. Let's head over there. I don't know. Back and forth. Yeah, we'll crawl across that way. Look at the 3D floor. It's so cool. It's so amazing. I mean, it's not as much when it's stagnant, but when you're moving on it, it's just so trippy to look at. Oh, surprise. Surprise. There's Monroe. Monroe broke out of Hunt. Or the madman broke into Hunt. More accurately. Yeah, definitely, Madman came before Monroe and Hunt, so we'll play him at some point. Alright. Break their spirits. New God, quite deadly. You'll see that soon enough, Harsh. Oh yeah.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, get there.
Eradicated.
Killed the Acolyte. That was cute. Good stuff. Use Latinum. I actually got another Latinum for her. I just didn't think about it. Oh, that would have been a good hit. Not in the cards. Get your dark tentacles. It's funny how he says you have no hope like that. It is interesting. I'm sorry, your Latinum came a little late. You have to tap the bottom of it. It's weird. Okay. I could have healed there, but we're fine. I can live without the blood charm.
Success.
There isn't another one like that available in the town, actually. It's basically the same thing. Bleed resistance. Okay. Looking fine. Looking just fine. 2 extra food. Don't need your bandages. Don't need your blood charm, really. Why bother? It's uncommon, but bleed is not a thing to be scared of that much. Some enemies will do it like profusely, but it's alright. Carry on. Okay. Here's our first shovel, actual use. Check that out. Decent audio, I hope, both ways. Lovely to see this beautiful audience tonight. An actual live audience, can you believe it? It's actually possible thanks to the 2 raids tonight. It's nice to see you guys then. Carissa, Chippa, Harsh and Marsh, that'd also be a good combo, but Harsh at least for now. Alucard looking lovely. Dragon Champion. Great friends, great times, great optimism for the future.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Mogar designated library checker, bookshelf checker. Well, he actually had plenty of room for stress, so that's... Yeah, that one is risky. I haven't had much benefits. I know you get positive. It just replaces the positive quirks is the stupid thing. When I already have, you know, all 5 quirks, but if I do like on her, she'd at least have a chance to get a new one.
The light, the promise of safety.
into another. Here we go. Yeah, less battle for that, probably. Vigil. He's a big boy, isn't he? A fairly big boy. All the people and all the undead abominations. Slicing nice. Strong back and forth. Indeed. Glad to explain. Any other questions for you, friends? 70%. Yeah, he's good to blight for sure, but not much blight going around. Hope that works. Stunning him in his big bonehead, you know. Pretty much. Oh.
Time to perform beyond.
Since he's bigger, I can't do the group attacks on him. He's size 2. He would not be very fun with a fight, I feel like. He is just pure muscle. He's maybe not the smartest if you can outwit him, but in terms of physically overcoming him, you've got your work cut out for you. Blight will eventually kill him, so.
Precision and power.
Change targets. Yeah, reactionary war to preventive action. That'll work. That's the best move, I think. Alright, got stun resistance. How about a guard then? Guard in there. Good for the group attack also. I shall smite thee. Oh, try to. Damage chance. Oh, he got that. Damn, that's devastating. It's a big mace after all. He's got a mace as big as his freaking belly. Alright, try this. Try that on for size.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
To heal that point, I might want to camp now. Oh, I need the room anyways.
Mount,
yeah.
So too will resistance.
Not many extra food. I'll have at least the. Oh yeah, I have plenty of extra food. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll top them off in interest of the inventory. And Jade, I guess. I'll have to go, or I could trade torches, 5 gold each. Yeah, it's 20 gold compared to 375 gold, so if you were to base on gold alone, that is the right choice. Alright. Captain's Vigil again. There it is. Alright. 15 stress. Yeah, it seems to be the best thing. We're just the 15 for all of them. 2 compared to 5, but still better. It'll help her. I don't know why she's getting so stressed. Why is she getting so much more stress than everyone else? He's the one with the portrait on, yet he doesn't have any. That is strange. Just some characters get stressed like that. She doesn't have ruins phobia. That's weird. Oh well. Rest up. Good to go. Appreciate the raids tonight. Thank you both for coming around. Thank you very much to Chipper, our first cheer of the month. Almost a quarter's worth at silver coin. To boost our percentage of the Diablo 2.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Absolutely.
And purpose is made clear.
Fantastic. Not quite enough to get him on the all-time top cheer leaderboard, but it is still lovely. Good fun to be sure. Alright then. Bum, bum, bum. What is next? Yeah, we do not need that box for now. Chest. And on down. Yeah, not bad. Just twitching maggots. More twitching maggots.
Executed with impunity.
They're cute if they weren't trying to eat your face off. Yep.
Begone, fiend.
Spiders could eat their face off.
Another one falls.
Squish, squish, no citrine.
Success so clearly in view.
Sadly.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I could use the shovel. I mean, I could trade for the shovels, or the latinum, or the torches, or extra herbs. 120, but since I didn't pay for it, we're not wasting any. Fair enough. Inventory issues. 50% is definitely better than the regular 100% though. God, how much I missed that old mod. I should have just played more during I had that mod. Oh well. Nice while it lasted. At least we have this. Something. Oh yeah. Reshuffle. Villainous Dragon Slayer here. Oh, I should have done that, but
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
too late now.
Paid for in blood.
Thankfully, it was a small amount. I feel less bad about it. Surprise, I still like the torch though. And here we go. Good fun. Come on then. Alright, what's the best move here? Yeah, I guess we'll build it up. Doesn't seem to build up that much, to be honest, but worth a try. There you go. Accuse the undead. Nice, that did more damage to undead. It just depends. Trinkets and all. Have one of those. Oh yeah, I can't when she had that good damage buff without the can, but yeah, no, I just wanted to make room. They're not super dangerous enemies. They're tough, but they're not gonna kill us like crazy. Like, as much as others, which is the top tier would. Still a decent challenge, but yeah. Nice blind fisher.
A singular strike.
That's what we needed. Still saving that, I guess. Just have that protection boost. Comes in handy for them. Make it a bit harder for us. All we needed there. 1 damage for the 1 HP. Okay. Have some of these. My bony bastard. And we still can't do that. Okay. Guard it is. Out of range, I guess. Too far away from me, but not for her. Just for Professor. Clear the corpses. they decayed over time by themselves. Maybe not, though. I mean, I know they do after the battle, but not during the battle, too.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Crunch it up, crunch it up. And what's next? 1,000 gold. Yeah, at this point, the latinum, I hope would not make too much difference. We used it earlier, but 1,000 gold looking pretty tempting here. Don't need the bandages, but latinum, you know, it's not the most crucial thing. If they do get stressed, it is reversible in town after all. No permanent stress, thankfully. That would make it so much harder. Alright, read some books. Do not burn the books. If you're trying to get stressed, that's good, but very few instances where you want stress. This game. It's just the gamble, you know. Hello, outlaws. Fancy seeing you here. Bit by bit. Oh boy.
Diminish.
Don't set my blanket on fire. I need it to stay warm, but not in that way. There they come. Strike them down. Nice. Pose. 1 HP. That'll work. Clear them out. Taste.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Please, may I have some more? Not much to do here. It's a good combo with the crusade. Spear and sword. Considered a sword spear or whatever. It's an interesting. Let's put a little blood on it like the Crusaders. Just a tad bit bloodied, nothing too much, not too rapid. Okay. That'll take care of him. And hopefully that'll hit him. Oh. Wow, it's worth a try. I don't want to. I'm tired of clearing corpses with him. It's okay. Now you'll hit him. Or he could actually heal him. Yeah, we might want some healing.
The wounds of war can be
designated support after all.
But never hidden.
Alright. Nearly got him. That's kind of unfortunate. But the post should finish it, yep.
Foolish horrors.
Oh, this gold.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Why? Need the holy water for that curio earlier, but I guess I can live without it. Oh my goodness, man. I think it'll have to be torches, or bandages actually, yeah, let's do bandages. There you go. I don't need that many bandages. Okay. Where are we at? Now just a hallway battle. Yeah. Trap. There you go. Madness. Oh, my blue shade turned on, I think. My actual shade of computer. Eye protection. What's that? 1% frame drop though, that is lovely. Alright, come on, come on. Take a look. Why are you giving me journal entries? I have them all. That's so ridiculous. I don't understand that. Yeah, my blue shade definitely kicked on. You won't notice it, but I will. Thankfully. Got it. We'll get there.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Extra curio, extra loot. He's driving me crazy. Okay, it's just gold. We have a good amount of gold, as you can see in these bags. I probably don't need 12 keys, yeah. Forced me to think a little more realistically. Those are worth 120, yeah, so already making profit from discarding. Tried to do the torch, it didn't work, but thankfully didn't matter. Alrighty, here we go. For the long run on him. Easy enough. Do with, he's size 2 because he's in the front, I can't hit them both. Glorious. Fire at the beast. Cannibal. The man-eater. Oh, finally got a bleed in. Yeah, you see the ghoul more often than the wheel, don't you? Guess we saw one here earlier, but could be in multiple areas. It's interesting. Certain enemy types. Alright, get that stun in. Bandage him up in a moment. Healing received is nice to have. That is a good buff for 3 rounds. She does pair well with other supports, basically. She pairs well with marked and supports. And here's the bandage, buddy. Good.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And what have we got here? Some move resistance. That's a new one. I've not seen that before. But yet again, I'm out of room. Well, I don't actually need the shovel. Right? Yeah, don't actually need the shovels. Hopefully, so. Hopefully not regret that. But it could come in handy. I mean, there's a lot of things that move you at the end and such. Maybe the actual move resist will come in handy there. The actual estate battle, maybe it doesn't make any difference. But why give you that quality if it doesn't matter? I don't know. Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see. Great for now. Chris and friends. Good times tonight. Okay, we can get here. All that we really need.
Obliterated.
Oh, hit the other one. That worked. Build that up a tad bit. Good position again.
Well struck.
Doesn't make too much difference. First and second position for me. As long as they're one or the other, basically. Can move them freely. Third and fourth for them, I think is kind of the same. As long as I don't move back and forth between that, I'm in good good shape. Bolus. And a dagger. Delightful. Hopefully good audio bounce. Let me know if you like any adjustments for that. Top off some healing, perhaps. Alright. Got some instant crits, so might as well do that.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
We got some portraits in here. Time to trade torches. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much left at this point. I think I just have one up there, actually. Did I skip that one? It's so hard to tell when I didn't loot all these because of inventory bullshit. Oh no. Well, we'll figure it out. I'm sure I've got that one, so yeah, I think it's just probably this one. That is kind of ridiculous. Alright, we got Iron Maiden. Just a damage stone. To the battle. Of course, the torch goes lower right before I run into them. It's funny, isn't it? Good times tonight.
Ringing ears, blurred vision.
Counter sniper.
The end approaches.
That was intense. And Spearman versus Spearman. Battle of the classes here.
A death by inches.
Should be pretty good. The game isn't too loud, is it? Right? I'm just trying to balance, find the right balance, good adjustment for both. Making sure. Speaking a bit lower now than usual, so working on it. You should be just about out now. Very close. Got poisonous. Oh yeah, these guys are tougher than I thought for a hallway battle.
Soothed. Sedated.
But it's alright. Oh man. Not gonna let me target him in stealth. Graveyard slash for the grave robber. Fitting. Jeez. Almost have him, just a little bit more. No resistance for blight. Probably should heal again. She got one more healing with that. Extra. And I said stacks for a while, like stacks for maybe 3 rounds, you get like 100% healing. That's the most it'll stack, I guess. We can keep it stacking, just tapering off of it. Not entirely sure how that works, but sure, in good theory.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
That is fine. Where are we going now? Stack that wood over here. Dragons there. Where we gotta go? Shambler, I am, yeah, pretty glad I didn't fight that. That would have been tough. Unnecessarily tough. It's your challenge for just some trapezohedrons I don't even have room for, so we'll come back to this. Just trying to figure out which of these room battles I didn't actually do. Did that one. More hallway battle here. She has extra room for positive quirks, even though this is, yeah, the journal nonsense. She at least could get the positive one. Such as that. And we're here in the ruins, so get your damage boost, girl. There you go. That's more like it. Alright, come on now.
A decisive pummeling.
Bit by bit. Tested Friday ahead. See for tomorrow. Good arrow stick there. That worked.
Death.
Yeah, surprise helped him.
Unforgiving.
Tad bit. Thump on the thump. Whoops, I was quick. So. As for fatigue, hurts you. That's fine though. Oh no.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I'm about done, so I think I can live without torches at this point. It'd be nice if eating would just remove the hunger check, but sadly not how it works. Shovels. I guess shovel over torches and anti-venom over keys. Still hate to do that, but what options do I have? Mike. I hope someone else brings back the twice inventory mod. I'd make it myself if I had any idea whatsoever how to start with mods. It's one thing I cannot really complain about, how to make mods in the first place. That's something I definitely need some developer tools, techniques, and like coding knowledge and stuff. Might be easier than I think, but I don't know at the moment. Okay. Here we got this. Yeah, it's the last one here. Call it night after that, I think. I'll cut our last chatter about an hour ago. Good time to head out for now. We will pass on the raid, I guess. Good lurkers here. We could get some export. We shall see. Take a quick AFK because I don't want to export tonight anyway.
A devastating blow.
Come back for that on stream just to hang out and chill a little bit. We'll see. Plenty of time. Come on, man. Yeah, well, that's really not too bad. Good teamwork, absolutely. Opening. What's we got here? Come on. Finish him off. So nice effect there. $280% damage. Oh my. That only lasts for a certain amount of rounds, but yeah, pretty good for what it is. Alright then. My crest, so maybe now torches. Yeah, I should be pretty close to the end here. Torches, come on. There you go. Inventory, inventory. When will they learn? Twice the room is a good minimum
waiting to be spent.
Alright, this better be the last one. Yes. There you go. Clear out the rabble. The rabble rousers. Straightforward enough. There's a whole lot of nobles in this. game, you know? This dungeon. Too many noblemen, not enough common people. Pretty much. Yeah, it's weird those don't decay faster. You're fine, Arbalest. Don't worry. They like to target you for some reason. I guess they're just trying to get that affliction to come through. Perfect. Yep, here it comes, I guess. She'll need some treatment, but I was planning on it anyway. Well, that was nice. Unexpected.
A moment of valor.
It is the last enemy after all.
Against the backdrop of despair.
Kind of funny, you know. Courageous Arbor. It's always exciting. Okie dokie then. That was pretty cool. Always pretty cool when that happens. But it's nice to know at the very last enemy. Got that. Whoops. Let's do the range one for that. All these corpses. Oh dear. Get that speed, yes.
A powerful blow.
That'll work. Alright. Now I clear out the rest of the stuff. Because I might as well get that curio, you know. Probably won't need it, but at least I got what I need. Got what I could. Okay. Yeah, I'm really missing that twice inventory mod right now. Twice the normal size was so much better. So enjoyable. So much more how it should have been to begin with. I don't know why the developers wanted to make it extra punishing inventory. I do not understand their point of view for that. I understand the game being brutal, but inventory management. There's 4 heroes, they can carry a couple things. I guess it's a pretty realistic amount, right, Alucard? Yeah, rage for the inventory, exactly. Gotta finish up here, get a couple exports in, and pass on the raid, most likely, Alucard. Get those extra dragon standards.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
To you anyway, but let's see. Wasn't there that one curio we needed the holy water for? Well, it's too late now. Oh. I might need more skeleton keys. I have photographic memory to remember if we needed more of those or not. If we get another hunger check, well, nothing could be done about that. How did I miss this one? It's literally just there. Yep, the gamer rage for the inventory RPGs, Alucard. Remove all inventory caps. It's video game logic. We have enough, you know, limitations and capabilities in real life. We don't need that many these type of games. Oh my goodness, man. It's heirlooms, I need those. Oh, goodness. Can go, let go of the key, and I guess smallest amount of money. Actually, the citrine is worth less than the gold stack, that's funny. Citrine isn't that valuable. Alright, let him go of the keys. Man, I hate these inventory issues. Even with twice, I mean, it's the most biggest complaint I've had in the game. I'm just gonna keep saying it until I eventually figure it out. It's just so ridiculous to me. Why did they have to give you not barely enough, you know? Enough to get through, but not enough to enjoy yourself. Not a game of punishment. Game to make you wanna wring that Red Hook's neck. We'll clear out the rest. Books for mode. Oh, it's dark.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Other,
packs full of steel and war, but nary a thought given to the plow.
Yeah, the main thread has been dealt with. Extra stuff here. Gold stacks. Golden treasure. Oh boy. Yeah, that was the holy water one, but... Ooh, a blight. Tell me right about that. Nearly there. Courage. We've just about got this. Good to see Alucard. We'll pick it up soon then. Glad fun couple raids today. Glad you could join me. I will encourage more dragon champions such as yourself to chat with me on the stream if they don't find their way, but I am glad you could be here. Lovely time indeed. And back to the start. Get to see some of the shadows. The sound effects are cool. I think it's actually unique to each different type of dungeon what the node torchlight sounds are like. So that is pretty cool. Like there'll be the other animal creature noises in the wheel. The ruins has that like undead growling. Pigs are more noisy in the codfish. The warrens and the cove, yeah, more fishies. Pretty interesting. Oh well, worth a shot. Hey, a battle popped up. Might get some pretty good loot from the battle, but loot is one thing I do not fucking need. But you kind of might as well just because of the virtue. Oh my god, man. What were they thinking? This, Grim, this is not even the actual amount of loot you usually can take. You can usually take only this much. See, if I cover the bottom bar, you can only take that much usually. Added 50% extra room here with that recent mod for more inventory, and I still don't have enough room. It's just insane to me. Alright, we'll do the battle for fun, I guess. Might be a hard one, but I have a virtue. And we're gonna finish off after this for the night because it's 3:30 a.m. Chad's into bed. Oh shit, that's actually a pretty tough battle. Gargoyle Guardians of the Ghoul. Let's see how we do. Black as pitch battle, shall we? Hopefully not regret this. That's pretty good. Finish them all off. Surprise does help after all. Clearing out the last denizens of the dungeon. Alucard. In case. Kinda funny to see the art style. Darkest. Kind of entertaining. Dagger soon. Gargoyles are interesting, I think. The blackest pitch and the dagger for her. Oh, one away. Bly will kill him. Get tails more than your fronts, huh? Apparently. Alright. Waiting to die from blight. Ooh, got some torch from that. It was funny. Virtuous, but still to death's door now. The flurry. Good bows. Glorious, isn't it? Quite glorious. I really want to finish him. Guard the ladies. It is Princess's Guard after
Their cursed
two ladies, two
champion
guys.
falls.
Balance. Alright then. The final gargoyle to beat. For an excellent time of it tonight, we are good to go. 79%. Monster accuracy damage. Ooh, look at those. That's because it's dark, I guess. Get some decent loot. But I got what I needed. Alrighty then. Let us head on out of this place. Good stuff. The hero's portrait on
Room by room, hall by hall.
2 years of
we
this.
reclaim
Yeah.
what is ours.
I know it's been that long. Now it's officially 2 years. Reach week 104. We are out of time. Yes. Good achievement. 4 heroes afflicted, yeah, a lot of that. 2 years of this. That is funny, man. Reach week 104. Like I said, here we are. Okay. Clear out what is needed. That was good for now. Okay, yeah, we got Legendary Slip, Master Almost Champion for Grave Robber, Champion Almost Legend for Dragon Slayer, and Legendary Crusader. Good stuff. Yeah, plus 12 on him because he didn't have the more so. He was very close. Yeah, the portrait, yeah. Not bad. Yeah, you just need 1, you need 5, 12 and 8. 50% bonus. Pretty good. Thank you, Alucard. Finishing off our chat for now.
The poor caretaker.
Yeah.
I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
104 apparently. Officially, year 2. Yeah, he's not very happy. Alright, we'll pick it up from there though. I think that is good for now. Good bit of progress. We'll see for the next actual dungeon. Yeah, ruins. Oh, nice, these opened up, but yeah, I'll get other appropriate heroes, take on the bosses, other things very soon. That was good fun, good progress. Got that other legend and such. Almost legendary. Dragon Slayer 2. Blue shade is on. We'll go and do just a quick little bit of exports before we do Dragon Raid on out of here. Return tomorrow evening. Thank you to the 2 again. I've just been meaning to export anyway, so good time just to chat for a moment. And yeah, whoever's left over the raid, whatever the accurate viewer count is, any of these great dragon lurkers, we'll raid you likely to another Darkest Dungeon stream, since that was what our first raid was from. Carissa appreciating case from Marvel Strike Force originally. She's on Rust tonight, but yeah, Darkest Dungeon, our most recent adventure, so take care of a few exports, get a few thumbnails, including the mobile streams all the way back from last weekend with Carissa and Marvel Strike Force and such, so take a look at that. Be looking good for sure. It's an adventure, so take care of a few exports, get a few thumbnails, including the mobile streams all the way back from last weekend with Carissa and Marvel Strike Force and such. So take a look at that. You looking good for sure. Harsh got your message as well, so yep, it's all good. We came on back. Glad to restream for that. Good 3 hours since restream. It's about to be 4 a.m. in here, so. Alright, so our last actual.
I can't believe we're clear.
Thank you, Charles Foss, for the sub. Okay, hell yeah, YouTube sub, good stuff. Yeah, the last actual one, last actual export was last week. 6-hour fun. The lurk mode, other issues since then, so yeah, pretty much good to go. 28 seconds, so I'll just be looking at few things here. So that will not be
Alright, welcome guys.
Export.
Here we are for a good time with Dig Out. Happy Easter 2023. Good to see you for this Sunday action. New emote was added last night, so let's get to it for now. Talk with you soon.
That was just a little announcement, and then the game crashed, so I will not be exporting that, but at least you heard it here. Quick little introduction to Dig Out that did not stream very well. How about this 8 minutes? Is that worth it? I guess it is. Is it frozen? No, it is frozen. So that is not worth exporting. Whatever the heck happened there. First hour here. This one did work. Sadly, yeah, the announcement will not count, but I think this hour here, higher quality. Mobile stream is fine. Probably. Come on, then. Let me see. What have we got? Yeah, it seems fine. So that's the first one. We shall export here. Good to go. First. Alright, then at these mobile streams, I think 20 minutes is fine, but just make sure this one. Yeah, this is when Green came in, saw the nice sunset there, so that was good. That, and we start on the Marvel Strike Force fun. Hour and a half of that. See if this was the raid or not. Chris or that come. Yeah, this was during the raid. I think, because then I switched over to other games.
It's here, Starfighter.
Yep, there they are. I need mobile streaming out of this. Quality, but still fun. try that out. Okay, then I have 4 minutes between here when I switched to dig out. That bugged out. Just the game was too intensive or something, so. Then we have dig out a bit more. So let me change the title for that one actually. Continues with dig out post raid. It's late into the night, yeah, that Easter morning and such. Then we get to 7th emote. That from other and Grim, we have a Darkest Dungeon. Think we got 6 months. Oh yeah, Lovecraft Tale there. This response here. So what are you doing, buddy? Show you later. Is this the Winged Death? France and a South African regiment to specialize. Part 1. That is attain. Okay. Yeah. That was Winged Death Part 1. Did I upload this one? I don't remember if I remember to upload that one or not. This one wasn't much. It's just me trying to get the emote up. Cutting into it, being live, trying to re-upload it. Just technical issues, really. That's all I did for that Saturday, but just said happy sub Saturday the Dragon HR, so probably not worth it to upload that one. Alright, back to this one then. It's yeah, Lovecraft, Darkest Dungeon, reading Winged. Part 1, Darkest Dungeon Adventures. Couple chatters then, I believe. Including Chris joining us first time after the mobile raid. Third time tonight. Then we have, yeah, today's streams. Get to the most recent one here. Have Micro, Hogwarts Legacy, and Micro and Hogwarts Legacy Adventures. And then, yeah, we'll start Darkest Dungeon before the raid tonight. Before we got to the most recent one here at 3-hour mark. Coming back tonight. Again, Darkest Dungeon. First of 2 raids, cut this section short, but I shortly stream for 3 hours afterwards. Afterwards. It's not afterwards, it's afterwards. Alright, and then we just have the most recent one down. Do have a couple of thumbnails, so let me get those ready on YouTube. And
Dungeon Alchemist is an AI powered.
Then we shall look forward to picking out our raid. Don't think anyone in the community, at least on Discord, online tonight for the streamings. Yeah, I'll just do a fellow Darkest Dungeon streamer. That will be just fine. Looking good though. Good bit of fun, lovely to chat with each of you. Alucard, I believe. Yeah, Dragon Avatar. Still here. Where'd it go, Alucard? You just chatted 20 minutes ago. Do emotes not count for avatars? That is weird. You would think they would, but maybe they don't. Huh. Interesting. Alucard was here, yeah, just 20 minutes ago, so... Strange that the emote does not keep the avatar alive, whereas in text does. Huh. Very strange. Oh well, good to know. Alright, we have Winged Death Part 1 for 7th emote is here. Yes, so let me get that ready. Where that Winged Death. Yep, Winged Death thumbnail, all set. Looking good. Dragon's Roost. And no, it is definitely not. Always funny with that. Alright. Yeah, I'll get to tonight's in just a minute, of course. After the raid. And we also had another thumbnail. Was it for last week's Lovecraft? I remember I made 2. I just don't remember what the other one was. Huh. Oh, it was Hypnos, yes. Now I remember it was Hypnos. Hypnos Hunt of Hellions. We have the thumbnail for that just here on the Chillstone with the Dark Castle. That is common enough. But we did have Hypnos thumbnail as well. Be adding those to the playlist. I can do that for mobile though. That's just a quick little thing. I can actually add that from what is happening here? Getting all messed up. Oh well, like I said, I can do most of that from mobile, so that'll be fine. Alright, for now, we'll get to our raid. We'll pick it up tomorrow. Thanks a couple of raiders tonight. Thanks for the chatters. Thanks for first cheer of the month. Like I said, I can do most of that from mobile. We'll go ahead and pass on here either to a good Dragon Knight community or someone playing Darkest Dungeon, someone brand new. Yeah, looking good tonight for somebody new, I think. What is Twitch Plays? I'm curious of this game. I'm just coming across someone streaming right now. Oh, it's Pokemon. Oh, the guy's sleeping. Fire Dragon is sleeping and people are playing Pokemon while he sleeps. That's pretty impressive, I guess. There's all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I'm just curious. Yeah, he got 300 viewers and he's sleeping. That's impressive. Alright, anyway. Drakest Dungeon, no. Darkest Dungeon. People playing the second game. I don't want to spoil that. It's Carriage Runners. Too many people playing the second game on freaking... Of course. Epic game. No, we get a Steam game soon. Yep, there we are. Let's see, anybody interesting to raid tonight? What is that character? That looks interesting. Wildlander Bombard. I don't even know what I'm looking at there, but it looks interesting. Desert Fun. Not many people with face cams. Not many English speakers with face cam at this time of night. Let's see who we got here.
Beware
See if they'll at least react to me. Game looks smooth at least, but there's no streamer interaction. It's the same as a robot playing. Internet.
How high is the sky?
Too slow.
Pretty good.
Alright.
Died.
Alright, so here then.
But it's going pretty good.
I will see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good night. Thank you again for the raids. To Krista Killjoys and Harsh Rivers. We'll be back to it soon. It'll be lovely. Until tomorrow. Take care for the raids. And see you soon. To Krista Killjoys and Harsh Rivers. We'll be back to it soon. It'll be lovely. Until tomorrow. Take care for the raids. And see you soon. To Krista
In Radiance, may we find victory.
And thanks for the raid. Thanks.
Carelessness will
It's
find
fine.
no clemency in
One
this
person
place.
is enough. Yeah, I have like 9 hours in the game right now. It's been pretty fun.